Hello, welcome to your tarot forecast reading for the month of May. I decided to do something a little different this month because I don't want to get burned out doing the same spreads over and over. So this time I want to try doing the chakra spread for the 12 signs. I felt inspired to do this spread for the monthly videos after I posted the Tuesday tarot tutorial this past week explaining how to do this particular layout. I thought it would be fun to do this for the monthly videos since it is really a fun spread to do and it is one of my personal favorites. So I hope that you guys enjoy it too. If you do prefer another type of layout for me to do for the monthly forecasts, such as the Celtic Cross or cards representing each day of the week, feel free to leave me your feedback in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and let's get started with your readings. Aquarius, for the chakra spread, I will be pulling 7 cards, starting with the root and moving my way up to the crown chakra. Each card will indicate the current state of being for your sign. So we're going to start with the root, which is your connection to the earth. And I'm drawing one of these cards for each of the chakras sort of as a visual representation of what I would like to sort of concentrate on as I draw these tarot cards. So the root is your connection to the earth. It's your needs, your security and safety, and your connection to the world. So how safe do you feel? How comfortable do you feel in your body? You have the King of Pentacles. The Kings have been very important in a lot of these readings. I've done Aries through Capricorn, and now I'm doing your sign as well. And all of the Kings, I think, the Kings have showed up mostly. So the reason the Kings is because they tend to be sort of this, well, first of all, it's the masculine archetype. There is an ownership and responsibility that they have, that they're really seeing to it. Now, I like seeing this particular king for your root chakra because he is very much planted in his throne. As you can see, his attire almost blends in with his surroundings. Like he's almost part of his environment. You can't really distinguish. It's hard to distinguish him from his throne from the foliage and greenery around him. He's just very much an earthly guy. He's very much connected to nature and the cycles of nature and the forces of nature. Okay, very powerful here. There's a lot of growth. This is a cardinal earth energy, which is Capricorn. Some people look at it as fixed earth energy, which could be Taurus, but either way, it's a very earthy sort of like sense oriented. You have the 5 senses. You literally have the 5 points of this pentacle, which is, you know, what, sight, smell, touch, whatever the 5 are. Sorry. So yeah, it just feels like you're very much connected to the earth for the month of May, and it feels like you're very grounded. You're in your body. You are embodied. And it feels like you have your needs met. He's looking at this coin, which is a resource. You have enough resources to go around, okay, in order for you to meet your basic needs. Now, you know, whether or not you're rolling in dough or money is just, you know, falling off the trees for you, that's gonna depend. Now, compared to people in the world who are starving or don't have enough clothes or clean water, I think you're doing all right. So you have your basic needs met, you're appreciating what you do have, and you have the ability and resourcefulness to make more and create more, okay? That's what I'm seeing for the base. So for the sacral chakra, this is the feelings. It's the emotions. It's your sexuality and your creativity. And it's also your connection with others. and especially your relationship. So it's the current energy that's running in your relationships. It's your feelings about them and your beliefs about them. So let's go ahead and take a look at that area for you, Aquarius. All right. So it looks like things are okay. It doesn't look like things are horrible. It doesn't look like things are wonderful either. It just looks like they're functioning. All right. So some of you may be sort of looking at what has been already, and you're like kind of not super happy with what is right now. You're kind of like, well, we had better times. That's sort of the energy that I'm sensing for this. Now, you're still very supported, okay? Because your back is like leaning against this tree. The tree to me is like the family tree. So you have family or people that feel like family around you. You're very supported, okay? Also, another thing that I'm seeing is, though I did mention that this person is very much inside his environment. He's like, it's almost hard to distinguish him from his environment or what's around him. So same with this card, okay? There's a lot of green that he's sitting on, which is beautiful because it feels healthy and there's a lot of growth and it feels natural. But he's also wearing this sort of green vest, and it almost looks like it's fading into the background here. So again, a very similar energy of like, I think some of you are just feeling like you're sort of stuck in a rut with your current relationships. You're wanting some more fresh energy. Maybe you want a new friend. Maybe in your romantic life, or your feelings, your romance with other people, or your significant other, you want the sort of fresh, renewed sort of energy. It's sort of feeling like, feeling a little stagnant here, like, you're kind of bored a little bit. You want some new energy to come in, to sort of refresh the connection that you have with people. And, it's like you're sort of feeling like same old, life's not too exciting. But there is this saying that the devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't. So it's sort of, if you're not 100% satisfied, at least it's like they're familiar to you and you know them. So, yeah, there are people around you that support you, but maybe, that's not the main focus this month. We'll go ahead and take a look at the other areas of your life that may be of more focus to you. So the solar plexus chakra is your power chakra. It's your vitality. It's your self-esteem, your self-expression, your personal power. So let's see. And it's also your courage and strength. Like, how much energy do you have during the day, basically? Let's take a look. Aquarius. It's up and down. Okay. So one thing that I did want to mention is that with these tarot cards, you sort of want to pick out the colors in the imagery that correspond with the chakra that you're reading. So I'm reading the solar plexus chakra, which is yellow, okay? And I do see these two yellow spheres or circles, the pentacles. And it's sort of like rolling back and forth, okay? So some days it's off balance, and you're trying really hard to get it into balance. So some days you feel like you have a lot of power and energy, and a lot of days you feel like you're just exhausted. That's what I'm seeing with this. So there's sort of an inconsistency and flow, although you're really trying hard to maintain a balance, okay? So one thing that I also wanted to mention is like that I had talked a little bit more about in my tarot tutorial video on this, how to do this spread. It's in the playlist if you feel like watching it. Otherwise, I'll just sort of briefly explain it a little bit. Chakra literally translates to a wheel. It's a wheel that is moving and turning. It's a circular disc energy center inside our body, in case you may know that already. But hey, if you didn't, then I just wanted to sort of explain that. Now, there is a motion that this wheel has where it sort of turns. It feels like it's kind of backwards here. So you're sort of going against the stream is the sense that I'm feeling. Now, what can you do to rectify that or right that? You can do some energy healing. You can do visualizations to sort of turn that energy back around. But it just sort of feels like your energy is just sort of up and down a little bit. And it's inconsistent self-expression, okay? And also you may be picking up other people's energy and sort of borrowing from them, or maybe they're doing that to you where you're sort of borrowing their energy because, you know, at times you have enough, too much maybe, and, you know, other times you don't have enough, and vice versa with people around you. So getting that back into balance might be a focus for you. The heart chakra, which is love, right? So it's not just, you know, love within our personal relationships, but it's also, you know, unconditional love, universal love that we have for like everyone, right? Humanity. It's the highest expression of love. So it goes beyond just, you know, getting your emotional needs met, your personal love, how you love the person across from you, but it's love for everyone. And I feel like Aquarius generally represents that universal sort of love anyway. So I feel like, you know, it's sort of natural for you. That higher vibrational aspect of love. So it's also kindness and generosity and respect, grace, compassion, and forgiveness for yourself and for other people. Got the Wands. The King of Wands. So again, as I mentioned, the kings are very prominent in all of these readings because they're in a position of authority and power. And you want that when you are looking at chakras, your personal power, your personal energy. Now, it's not to say that the queens don't have power, but they're a bit more receptive and they receive. So this is more of an outgoing energy, how you are functioning and putting it out there into the world. So you've got the King of Wands, which is very active, very dynamic energy. Your heart is very generous. And I feel like the way that you're connecting with people is through humor. Because I see him being very like optimistic. He's happy. You have a happy heart. I like seeing this for you. It feels very strong, okay? Dignified even. I am seeing the green. It's around your neck and it's kind of coming down over your heart area. So you do have a lot of love to give and you're expressing that. You're letting the people around you know that you do love them, and there's a sense of loving communication that you have, since it's sort of also covering your throat. So we'll go ahead and look at that one next too as well. So the throat chakra is the blue here. And this is, you know, communication. Like I said in this card, you're speaking with love. How are you communicating? Speaking your truth, right? So also, how well are you listening to other people, and how well are you listening to yourself? Also the exchange of ideas and the exchange of information back and forth with the people. So basically just let's look at your communication. Three of Cups. You do have a circle of friends that you trust, okay? And you open up to them. Now, you do have a lot of acquaintances. You see a lot of people around you, but there's just special few people that you really open your heart up to, okay? You do have sort of a generous nature with everybody, but to be fully vulnerable, there is just a select few of people around you, and they have the same for you. So it's a flow. There's a give and take with these people. There's like 2 or 3 people that you really trust to open up with and sort of tell them exactly what you're feeling candidly without censoring, and they totally, you know, respect that. They like that. Okay. So let's look at your third eye. Third eye is the psychic awareness that you have. So it's your intuition, it's dreams, it's visions. I feel like it was this one. It's dreams, it's visions, it's reflection and insights, daydreams or nighttime dreams. Very powerful. So the third eye is like glowing for you, right? So it's right around your brow chakra, right between your two eyes. That's where you sort of, it's your third eye. You can sort of see visions and see what's going on with your eyes closed. It's your inner vision. There's this huge halo or like yellow circle around your head, and in the center is the third eye here. Feels very strong. It's like glowing, it's open. And again, there's that wheel, that chakra. So the reason he's upside down is because he's in contemplation mode. He's in surrender. He's not, you know, actively busy giving his attention in distraction. He's in a mode of stillness and quiet and surrender and meditation even. It looks like a lot of you might be meditating this month and receiving some very powerful psychic insights. And if you're not, you should, because this is a prime card for really receiving that. And by the way, it's the only major arcana that has showed up. You had the 2 court cards, you have some minor arcanas, but the major focus is going to be expanding your psychic awareness, your insight, your intuition, and trusting that more and more. You're on that journey, you're on that process where you're doing it, and you're going to be spending more time doing that this month as well. It's really going to help you. It's the most important card, I feel like, that has come up so far. So, and that's possibly why you're not focused so much on like your friendships and your relationships. Not that they're not important, but there's just other things that are taking a priority this month. And I think that it's this. So the crown chakra is the last one we're going to look at, and it's the integration of all of these. So it's also your connection to God and the goddess, and really it's the divine intelligence that you're sort of able to tap into and access. So let's look at your spiritual energy, the magician. Wow. Again, very bright. You have all of this yellow around you, which feels just very bright. Lots of power there. Also, you have the lemniscate above your head here, which is the figure 8 on its side. It means it's a constant flow of your universal energy. It's a connection between you and God. Basically, it's like a as above, so below sort of energy. As above, so below. Okay, so you're really pulling in this energy. I feel like the top 2 chakras are the most heavily weighted and most of the most importance to you this month. Your spiritual life, your spiritual health, your spiritual connection is strengthening your psychic abilities, right? If you put this card above this card, he's drawing in this sort of God energy, directing it down into your third eye, and it's like glowing. You're borrowing this light from the light above you. I just feel like you're keeping your energy very clean and very light. There's nothing dark or dirty about this. It's not any lower vibrational aspects that you're messing with. I feel like you're keeping your energy pure. And you're really trusting the psychic impressions and messages that come into you this month. And it just feels like you're very strong in that aspect. So I really like this for you. And yeah, and I really enjoyed doing this video for you as well too. I think this has been my favorite monthly forecast reading that I have done so far on my channel since I started it back in August or September. I think it's just because this is one of my favorite spreads to do. I really connect with it and I get a lot of powerful messages from it when I do it on my own. So I hope you enjoyed it and liked it as much as I did. So thank you for liking and sharing my videos, and also for subscribing to my channel. If you would like a personal reading, you can contact me through my website in the description box below. Otherwise, I will see you in the upcoming monthly forecast videos or any of the weekly oracle videos or tarot tutorial videos that I have been recently posting. So again, thank you so much for watching, and be well.